Good morning, everyone. How we doing? So we're gonna have a short stream today. I want to do some theory crafting on Dimir. So a couple things I'm gonna do to do that. We're gonna do some research. We're gonna take a look at standard decks. Dimir mid-range is what we're gonna be looking at. And what I really want to look at is a couple things. Arena ladder. I don't understand arena ladder. We like paper tournaments, so we can just straight up go click tabletop. We're on a Monday, so we can take a look at the past weekend, if you will, of tournament results. One thing I do like to do is just count and see how many first place finishes we're seeing with Dimir. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, that was past this weekend. What was this weekend? Like the 29th through... Wow, these are daily tournaments. Interesting. So if we go back the past week, what is 25th? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we had 12 results, first place finishes in paper with, I believe there's 15 per page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep. So there's 15 per page, and we have 12. So 12 out of the last 30 tournaments, we got first place finishes with Dimir. As reported by this. And then the other one I really like is, the other deck I really like is Red Deck Wins. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so there has been some normalization. It was red was just absolutely blowing things out. Then we have Golgari Demons. Is the other top three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Oh, we're already past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we've had 5 in the last week on that. So I'm putting some thoughts into the Dimir. We want tabletop results. And I want to see kind of what some folks are doing. They're still keeping the Fairy Mastermind. Siren Pirate, interesting. Malcolm the Alluring Scoundrel. Spyglass Sirens, we know Tishana's, Enduring, Floodpits Drowner. I think Floodpits Drowner's huge. Go for the throats. Cut downs. Anoint. Spell Stutter. Siren Pirate. So Spell Stutter is nice just because I actually don't know why you would run Spell Stutter over Phantom Interference. So Phantom Interference is going to be the same cost and gives you the opportunity to also create a 2/2 white spirit creature token. I mean, Spell Stutter could potentially be now 3 because of the fairy, so maybe. Fabloom Trick, create 2/1/1 fairy creature tokens. Oh, so they added Fabloom. That's interesting. The addition of Nowhere to Run is also interesting. There is some hexproof issues, especially in like Boros matchups. The Mirror, if somebody has Kaito, which is also interesting. And they put another Kaito over in the sideboard. They are running the Enduring, right? Enduring Curiosity. Aegis Turtle. I don't understand the Aegis Turtle. Actually, I do. Aegis Turtle is going to be really good against the red matchup. A 1-drop that's 0/5. It's just a big old body. Negate. Aegis Turtle, Sheoldreds. Drag the Canal. White blue detective creature token. If a creature died this turn, you gain 2 life and surveil 2, then investigate. Interesting. Okay. So that's one version. We have another version. This one is, I think, also something to consider. Hey, retired Mega Stonewalls. Red decks for a hot minute. Not likely to be blocked if you turn it sideways for ninjutsu. Ooh, that is also a thought for the ninjutsu, because it's just ninjutsu works off of unblocked creature. Doesn't matter if it does damage. Yeah, the big old body for red, like I see it. I see it for red, but I didn't think about the ninjutsu. That's interesting. I don't know. I've been talking to a couple people. It looks like a lot of people have high faith in Dimir. Over red deck wins in the long run here in the format. So I'm trying to do some research and some theory crafting on it and trying to figure out like what is going to work. So this one's more of a control deck. Go for the throat, cut down, Spell Stutters, Bitter Triumph, 3 steps ahead. Still running the 3. So there's like different ways to play the Dimir. So we have the mid-range, we have the control. There's also Dimir Demons as another one. I like looking at too the paper results of. Was this a different day? How is this the same day? Same day, same tournament? Playoffs. I'm not sure. But this one had 31 people attend, and this one took the win. I guess it just keeps red dead. And then it has more control on the sideboard. Obviously, Shieldred's, Defabricate. Interesting. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. If a spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into the owner's graveyard. Exile target artifact or activated or trigger ability. Okay. So it's like a cheaper Tishana's. But also has the ability to counter an artifact or enchantment spell. Except Tishana's also turns it off for the length of it being on the board. So not quite Tishana's, but the fact that it can counter a target activated triggered ability. Gix's command, Annoying, some blot out, Malicious, more control with 3 steps ahead, Ghost Vacuum for some graveyard hate. Not running what I would think in the sideboard. I guess they're missing Restless Reef is what it is. And then instead running 2 Soulstone Sanctuaries instead of the Restless Reef. I mean, they're the same cost to resurrect, but the Restless Reef is a 4/4. This doesn't come in tapped, though, which is the nice thing, right? It comes in untapped for a colorless, and it's a 3/3 with Vigilance versus Restless Reef is a 4/4 with Death Touch and, yeah. It also stays a creature afterwards, yep. Which is a pro and con for sure. I guess I always used Restless Reef more as removal because of the Death Touch. You know, trigger it, pull it in, block with it, kill something, or just pull it in, swing, and know that they're going to block or have to block. Or in situation, I would pull it in situations where I know that they have to block, right? They can't really take the damage. And so it would just kill something, usually something bigger than itself, like a 6/6 demon or a 4/5, you know, Shieldred or, you know, something like that. Which was what I kind of used it for. So you kind of burned it up. But it's interesting. I mean, they obviously won the tournament, but this is a very different approach to, say, like this deck that we just looked at, which is more about card draw. It's getting control through Flood Pits, running a lot of removal and very little counter spells. So just the 3 spell stutters, but mostly removal with like things like Anoint, Cut Down, Go for the Throat, Disfigure, Nowhere to Run. The only counters that they really have are Tishana's Tidebinder, for like countering an ability, and then Spell Stutter. But they really are pumping up the Spell Stutter with things like Feybloom Trick and then running the 4 Fairy Masterminds. So you can get like an outweighted value of Spell Stutter because of that. Okay. So those are kind of those 2 first place finishes. Let's go take a look at another first place finish. This one had 40 folks in paper in Japan. Running 1 Shieldred in the main. Running the 4 Mastermind, Spyglass, 1 Tishana's. People really like the Preacher of the Schism. Let me make sure I really understand Preacher of the Schism.